Everyone tells you the same thing about breaking into tech. Get a 4-year CS degree, grind leak code for 6 months, send out hundreds of applications, build 5 side projects, get rejected everywhere, and repeat. And maybe after 2 years of that, you'll land something. That's not the lazy way, that's the hard way. And for a lot of people, it's also the slow way. I'm a software engineer at Meta, and I want to show you what it actually looks like to get into tech without following the conventional painful path that most people take. There are smarter entry points, lower competition angles, and non-traditional routes that most people are completely ignoring, and the people taking them are landing tech jobs faster than the ones doing everything by the book. If you want the shortcuts that actually work and the strategies that nobody is talking about, stay until the end. So really the problem is that the conventional path is the hard path. Let's be clear about why the standard advice doesn't work for most people. With a 4-year CS degree, you're going to be $50K to $200K in debt and spend 4 years of your life, and you still have to grind leak code on top of it just to pass interviews. And applying on LinkedIn cold, you're competing against the same 200 to 500 applicants for every single role, most of whom get filtered by ATS before a human ever sees their resume. And also, when it comes to grinding leak code, it works eventually, but it's the slowest way to prepare if you have no strategy. And also, when it comes to building endless side projects with no job search attached to it, the projects have no visibility and they don't get you hired. The hard path works, but it takes a very long time. The lazy path works faster. So the first strategy that I recommend is to get a referral instead of applying cold. This is the single highest ROI move in the entire job search, and almost nobody does it, because 70 to 80% of jobs are filled through referrals before they even hit a public job board. And a referral bypasses the ATS filter entirely. When you go from someone who's a random resume to someone actually vouched for this person. The interview conversion rate with a referral is dramatically higher than cold applications. So how do you get a referral without knowing anyone? LinkedIn outreach to engineers at your target company is probably the best way. Most people respond if you are direct and specific with your ask. You want to say something like, "Hey, I'm preparing to apply to this company. I'd love to learn more about your experience there. Would you have 15 minutes to chat?" That's really all you have to say. You also want to go to tech meetups, hackathons, and company-hosted events, and you want to talk to the engineers there. Most people never ask, and that's the problem. The ones who do get in faster. Now, why this is the lazy way is you just have to look at the numbers. One referral beats 100 cold applications, so you're doing less work with a dramatically higher success rate. You want to stop applying to everything and start targeting the people who can open the door for you. Now, my next lazy strategy is to target low competition companies first. The laziest path to a tech job is applying where fewer people are competing. Mid-sized companies or companies with 100 to 1,000 employees get only 20 to 50 applicants per role instead of 500 plus. And also non-tech companies with engineering teams like banks, healthcare companies, or manufacturing companies have a fraction of the application volume. And also government and defense tech are examples of industries that most engineers overlook as well. They have nearly zero competition, they have strong job security, and they have solid pay. Now, why this is the lazy way is because your odds instantly go up from 0.1% to 10% plus overnight just by changing where you apply. You're not less qualified, you're just being smarter about the math. So you want to get your first tech job here, build experience, and then use that on your resume to level up. The strategic play is that your first job does not have to be your dream job whatsoever. It really just has to get you in the door. 1 year of experience at a mid-sized company is going to open doors for you that zero experience never will. Nobody stays at their first job forever. You want to get in, build your resume, and then move up. Now, my next lazy strategy is to consider a bootcamp over a 4-year degree, because for people who don't want to spend 4 years getting a CS degree, this is the path. There are quality coding bootcamps that run 3 to 6 months and cost 10 to 20K. That's a fraction of a 4-year degree. They're specifically designed to get you job ready for software engineering roles fast, and many of them have job placement supports, and some offer income share agreements where you only really pay after you get hired. So the honest reality is that bootcamp grads can and do get hired at good companies. It happens all the time. The ceiling is lower than a CS degree for certain specialized or senior roles, but for breaking in at the entry level, going to a bootcamp plus having strong projects plus networking is a completely viable path. You're in the workforce earning a tech salary 3 to 4 years earlier than the degree path. So this primarily works for career switchers who don't have 4 years to spend in school, or people who learn faster in hands-on environments than in classrooms, or anyone who wants to validate whether they like coding before committing to a full degree. Now, my next lazy strategy is to get a certification for niche roles. For certain tech paths, there is a single certification that is genuinely enough to get you hired. For cybersecurity, it would be the CompTIA Security Plus cert, and this is the front door for entry-level roles, government work, and defense contractors. And for cloud roles, the AWS Solutions Architect Associate cert puts you directly in the pipeline for cloud engineering roles, paying $125K to $165K. Also for DevOps roles, the Certified Kubernetes Administrator or CKA cert is often enough to land platform engineering roles. And finally for IT, the CompTIA A+ cert gets you into entry-level IT support. It's really the foot in the door for a tech career. Why this is the lazy way is because you spend 3 to 6 months for certification prep versus 4 years for a degree. You can target specific roles where the cert is specifically what hiring managers are scanning for. You're also not competing against people with CS degrees for these roles. You're often competing against other cert holders. And once you're in, you build experience that takes you further than the cert ever could alone. But the important caveat here is that certs alone, without projects or experience, are weak. You do need both. And this path works best for cybersecurity, cloud, DevOps, and IT, but it's not for generalist software engineering roles in big tech. And by the way, if you want to use the exact resume template I used to get hired at Meta, click the first link in the description and I'll send it to you for free. But for now, let's get back to the video. Okay, so my next lazy strategy is to use AI to prep faster. This is the most underused advantage in the 2026 job search. AI tools can literally cut your interview prep time in half if you use them correctly. You want to use AI to generate company-specific leak code problems based on what the company actually asks. You can also use AI to do mock interviews. You can describe the role and ask it to interview you, and practice actually explaining your approach out loud. You want to use AI to tailor your resume as well for specific job postings. You can feed it the job description, ask it what keywords and achievements you want to highlight, and then you can use AI to research companies before interviews as well. Spending just 30 minutes of targeted AI research is going to replace hours spending that same time on Google. Now, why most people are not doing this is because they're using AI to write their resume for them, but that's the wrong move. The right move here is to use AI as a coach, not as a ghostwriter, because a resume written entirely by AI is going to sound like every other resume written by AI, and hiring managers can easily tell. The lazy shortcut that actually works is to use AI-assisted prep with your real experience, because that's going to beat months of unfocused grinding, and you want to spend less time going more prepared and get better results. Now, my next strategy is to build one thing instead of 10 different projects. Most people go into building portfolios completely wrong. They have 10 mediocre projects, and that's worse than having one genuinely impressive one. Recruiters spend seconds on your resume, so one strong project that solves a real problem is far more memorable than a list of tutorial clones. You want to have a project with real users, real data, or a real deployment, because that's going to tell a completely different story than just having a to-do app. What makes a project lazy-proof is you build something you'd actually use or that solves a real problem that you're currently having. You can then deploy it. A live URL is infinitely better than a GitHub repo that nobody can see working. You also want to document the project clearly. You want to have one paragraph on what it does, why you built it to begin with, and what you do differently. Why this is the lazy way is because one great project built right beats 10 generic ones every single time, and you also spend less total time and you get more interview traction. It also gives you something genuinely interesting to talk about in the interviews when someone asks, what kind of projects are you working on? So this is the Lazy Path playbook. Let's put it together. If you want the fastest, lowest friction path into tech, you want to first pick your entry point. If it's generalist software engineer, you want to look at bootcamps or a CS degree, and you also want to have a referral strategy and target low competition companies. If it's cybersecurity, you want to focus on security and get certifications there, and also do hands-on labs and target government or defense contractor applications. If you want to look into cloud or DevOps, AWS cert and CKA are your best bets, and you can use websites like Wellfound or Built-in for mid-sized company applications. And if you're looking at IT, you want to get the CompTIA A+ certificate. That's your foot in the door, and you can then level up from there. But here are the non-negotiables regardless of which path you take. You want to know that one strong project or portfolio piece is the way to go, not having 10 weak ones. And also, you want to have at least one referral attempt at every target company of yours, and you do want to apply on Wellfound, Built-in, and direct careers pages, not just on LinkedIn. And also, you do want to use AI to prep smarter, not longer. The lazy mindset here is that you want to stop doing what everyone else is doing because that's where the competition is. You want to go where the competition isn't, and you want to work smarter on the inputs that actually convert to offers. So that's the lazy way to get into tech. Smarter strategies, lower competition angles, and non-traditional paths that most people are completely overlooking. The conventional path does work, but it's slow and it's painful. These strategies get you there faster with less friction. So if you want to take the next step, click the first link in the description and grab the exact resume template I used to get hired at Meta. It's completely free. And if you're not ready for that yet, I highly recommend watching the video on screen next, where I break down how to find tech jobs with low competition. Because the lazy way in is only half the equation. You also need to know exactly where to apply. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.